Hey, Rudi, welcome. Welcome, everyone, to today's live stream, episode number 9 of our Solasta Crown of the Magister gameplay series. I'm Commander Derval, and I want to thank you for coming along on our journey today. So, nothing new on admin notes. On our recap, last week we picked up a new party member, and we started on our quest to escort her to find her master. We're going to finish that quest today and finish up something else that ties in with it before we head back to the city to take stock of where we are. So let's go ahead and jump in. We had finished up last week and we were at the entrance to a wooded area around the Fortress of the Shield. And yeah, Rudi, everything's been going good. So, got a long day today, so looking forward to taking a break from it to do this for a while. Okay, so as I said, last time we came in and we popped up in this wooded area, and as I hold left alt, you're going to see that we have these breakable foliage areas. This is going to be kind of a theme here as we go through today. And we're going to go into cautious mode.
There's something wrong with this place.
Friends are always welcome at the Shield.
Okay, there's nothing that we'll be able to go out and explore this way. We're going to continue making our way to the north. And we can start to see pathways here, and we get to something called the main alley. Okay, and we're gonna break our group apart here. And that's why, once you get in here, you're going to trigger a set of wolves. We have a dire wolf here, a patrolling dire wolf. We've got another dire wolf here. There's also a winter wolf that I believe is up here. Okay, so we're going to pause here. So now we'll pop back down. Okay, we're gonna ready a turn here, and I'm gonna move up a little bit because the wolves are 2 spaces wide. Okay, we'll get out Malediction. Perfect. Nice. Okay, we're gonna move up a little bit here so we have line of sight. Can't see the winter wolf yet.
Damn it. Solasta, Evo, Malmis.
Okay, so we rolled a 2. Nice.
I really thought never mind.
Viribe.
Let's see if we can get a cantrip through here. We can.
Leave it.
Now their winter wolf has an AoE attack.
You'll die like the rest.
Oh. Rolled a 2 and a 1. No. Misclicked. Gonna have to take an attack of opportunity there.
That one didn't even fight back.
Okay, let's see if the winter wolf tries its cone of cold here. Yep. We passed all our dex saves though. Let's get a flank.
Only the last blow matters.
Yeah, that's true. targeted malediction first. What happened there? I clicked here.
Solasta Divo. Veribe.
Wait till the next one.
Alright. Okay, so I did get the intel on the winter wolf. Okay, so let's pick up what we find here. We're going to get some dire wolf pelts and winter wolf pelts and an arrow +1. Okay, yeah, he's using them. Okay, so now we have kind of a decision on which way we're going to be exploring. For now, over here, we're not going to find anything. Okay. When we look at the map, it shows a dead end. It's not entirely true. We're going to open this up later on. Can head up north here onto this platform. We're going to head around the outside first. And we're going to have another location here. Okay, and then here in this area, we're going to keep Cathalia down here. Okay, and we'll take M in here. Oh, for some reason reason that got activated. Don't know if you can hear it in the background or not, but there's the sound of wings. As Constantine said, wings and talons. There we are. And we have tiger drakes. I'm going to begin to move back. See how far I can get back and still target them. Yeah, see, I've got a longbow. Can go a long way with a longbow. Okay, so too far there. Okay, too far. There we go. Let's pause just to make this easier. And you see there were 4 of them. Now we'll start making our way back.
What strength!
Okay, we're in a ready, arranged attack. Ready, Eldritch Blast, and the same thing.
Curses. My fault.
Okay, so we're going to keep her hidden throughout most of this, and I'm going to be holding her spells until later.
Of course you've been detected.
So now Tiger Drake's obviously... Let's see if we can get this one out of the way. Oh, great. If I'd have hit the first time, it'd be dead. Nice roll. Okay, one down.
Arcana Evo Alvis reaches out for you.
I can't see anybody from there. I think we feel safe with them beat up enough to move her up here.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Okay.
A fine stroke.
Alright, let's get... Oh, no. Okay. I'm gonna ignore my turn here. Okay. At least I didn't pay for it.
Solasta Divo Veribe.
Okay, now let's finish this off, please.
Arcana Evo Alvis.
Nice
Thank you.
move.
Okay, so... Oh, we're full on the assassin finally. So he's immune to being charmed. Which is bad. Saboteur, we're also full on. Zorakath in general are going to be immune to most forms of mind control. Tiger Drake, we started working on. And we did get the Winter Wolf started. We're going to fill out some of these here in a little bit. I know we are. Yeah, I'm looking to see Which ones do we have? Yeah, we're going to be filling out some of them here in a little bit because we're going to run into a bunch of them. Okay, so we'll do one more little piece of looting here. And we'll start making our way up. Okay, there's nowhere to go off to the sides over here. You can keep looking at your map if you'd like. Okay, now here we're gonna do this a little different. So I'm going to put Rudi and my bard up here. Him right behind him. We're gonna leave Kithlea in the back, and we're going to take Sharon.
It's too quiet.
Sharon can fly over here into this room. And now she's going to start making her way out of here. And we're just gonna ready things up over here, but nothing serious. Okay, we're not gonna be able to see most of what they're doing, with the exception of we can see that they're taking a bunch of damage.
What went wrong there?
And that's what we want. Okay, we're going to constantly stay up in the air here.
Solasta, Evo, Malmis.
Okay, because the broods are sunlight hypersensitive. So sitting out here in the sun, they're going to be taking 10 points of radiant damage every time they start their turn in full light. And they are definitely in full light now.
More coming your way.
Don't think I can reach them out here. Yeah, I can't. Okay, and again, I need to stay up in the air here, but I want to start making my way back.
Solasta, Evo, Malmis. Touche.
Okay, and I'm gonna move up here with M. That's a miss.
Another miss.
Wow. Nice. M, you're gonna have to step it up, man. Good, and he's happened to dash. That's what happens when you get hit with a heavy crossbow and with weapon mastery and Elder's Blast. Oh! What, did she crit? I didn't want that to happen. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting that. So I identified one of them as the Brood of Dread. So I got one of the, so I got the Brood of Dread unknown, which I guess is good. But yeah, I wanted to trying to get the full information on them here. Yeah. So, at least I uncovered 2 more of them here. And I'm going to be fighting a lot of Brood of Blood, Brood of Dread, and there's a Brood of Flesh in here. The other one of these is a Defiler. And I'm not entirely sure what the one missing is, but... So I'm going to look at my map, and down here we have a basket, it looks like. Yep, we do. With some scrolls. Now over here, looks like we've got another chest. I don't know if there's anyone in this or not, actually. Looks like we're okay. Scroll of Wither and Bloom. That's pretty cool. Okay, so now we'll make our way up here. Now we haven't, or we have fully cleared this room here. And we opened up this passageway in. We're going to be coming back here to explore some more about this. And then here is the platform. And you see the main entrance to the fortress. Okay, now we're used to seeing these moonlight puzzles.
This is the place.
And it's had recent visitors. Look here in the mud. A boot print. And the rain has only just stopped. Let's be careful. Difficult to read anything here. Lady Kathaila, do you know how to enter the tower?
Yes.
Okay, so again, now we need to wait for the moon. And we can do that. There's a bench over here that is highlighted now. This will send us straight to nighttime. We don't want to do that yet, though. Okay, nothing here. It is getting late in the day, and there is our next brood. Okay, so we're going to move everybody out here onto the platform where it's sunny.
Reminds me of something, not you.
We're going to take M back here and start this off. I think I can get a shot from here. Okay, and now we're just going to run for it. We'll move Kithaela back. And ready a cantrip. Okay, and we will let it come to us. Okay, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to survive all the readied attacks.
No quarter given.
So we're just going to end turn. We're not going to ready anything up. Let's let it come to me. It's going to dash again. Okay, so it did kill it. Okay, so move back up here. Okay, and now we have this area, or this building here. So again, we want to try and have this fight in the sun. Put everybody in a cautious mode.
There's something in the ground.
Over here. We'll deal with that later. Okay, And that's going to lead you all the way back to the beginning of the main alley there. Okay, so I can't see in there from this side. It's all right. We'll head back around here. Let me see if I can get line of sight here or not. Don't know if I can from here. I know how to get in here, but
I see
wanna
something in the water.
Okay, so she's going in, okay. Okay, so you can hear him. Ah. Okay, well, she rolled really well in initiative. I tried to hit pause when I saw it ticking.
Solasta evil.
Okay, and we're going to start making our way back out here. And again, having this fight in the sun. Move Kithaela back. I'm going to have to take 2 attacks of opportunity here. I'm going to take a long rest. So let's dash instead. Missed one. Missed the other. Good deal. So now we're ready up for the next one. Oh, okay, so they are now stuck Alright. That's good, because we didn't clear the woods up there. So now they no longer have a way to get to us. I forgot about that. So, yeah, nice. So we will position ourselves at a spot. And we'll let the sun do its work here. Oh, now she decides to come out.
You have them now.
Hey, Ostamara, welcome. So yeah, we'll let the sun do its work here, if that's the case. So let's just dash back here. I should be able to reach her. Yep.
You'll get us all killed. Wait till the next one.
Okay. Good. I'm gonna let him just sit there and take that damage from the sun. Okay, so we're going to cast Survival on M here.
Solasta, Devo, Veribe.
Okay, so one more turn and he should be dead. Perfect. Oh. Failed on them all. Jeez. Okay, so now we're going to do some explorations here. So we'll take Sharon, who can fly, back into this room. There might be 2 more broods in here. I can hear them. Yep. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna move up here. And again, they're going to be taking sun damage here. So there's no point in me risking anything here. Okay, and this will be easy enough. So this is if you do not explore that area that I showed you a bit ago, that I said we'd be exploring later. If you do not explore that and open that up, they can't reach you here. And they're just going to sit there and take damage. So yes, it may be super cheese. Hey, I'm not above it. Y'all know that. Okay, so now let's cast Edit Survival. And the only reason I'm readying up is because it's easier to do this than it is to scroll down here and open up in turn. Okay, so I did get some knowledge there. Okay, so I did identify the brood of flesh. Okay, good. And we're going to be seeing a lot more of them coming up here. Okay. The Brood of Flesh is your frontline tank. Now, what we don't know about them right now is because we're failing so much on these, is what they can do with their attacks. We're going to run into that here pretty quick in the results of what their attacks can do. And they can drain you. So keeping them at arm's length is a very, very good thing for us to do. Okay, so we'll go in here and loot this. There's a dead cleric letter here. Okay. And there is a use for this later on. Okay, now I have to remember. Okay, there it is. I can attack it. And that's going to remove the water from the outside and put the water here. And open up this to be lootable. Okay, so it's like we have a basket here. Okay, so we're going to get over here to this area and loot this basket in here. I don't think there are any more broods in here. Oh, I think this is...
Clearly, you have trained well.
There's something in the ground.
Yeah. The floorboards here. You have to go into cautious mode to see that. And that's going to be a theme for a couple of things, where you have to be in cautious mode to be able to find something. Cautious mode increases your chance of finding secrets like that.
Arcana Divo Oculus.
Okay, and there's a ring of poison resistance. It doesn't require attunement. Oh, it does. I didn't think it did. But it doesn't really matter either. He's already attuned with 3. So I'll attune with it. And now we're going to make our way down here. So we'll fast travel back to the main alley just to save some time. And we'll head back down this way. Oh, yeah, right. Forgot. Everyone else is going to have to go around this way. Because I haven't opened this up yet. Okay, and some camp supplies here. Right there it is. And here we have a primed hide armor. Not anything that we're going to use. And I think that will clear out all of the stuff that we need to loot out here. So let's go ahead and use this camp. Because we're going to have a fight on our hands. Okay, so let's attune to the ring. Nothing else needs to be attuned. No. Okay, now this fight, it doesn't matter if you're doing it during the day or not, because you're gonna have to fast forward time to get the moon puzzles to work. Okay, now this is going to be a difficult fight here, in that we have to do this at night, which means we're not going to get any benefits from sunlight, but we can do that a little bit. By casting light on a few weapons that we have. I don't know if I can pre-position myself or not. I'm going to be working it as if I do, but I'm not entirely sure I can. The problem here, as always, is going to be Kithlea. Okay. She is very vulnerable during this. So let's look at what we need to do here for these. Now, the pedestals are all all pieces work together here. So for this one, it's this one, I think, for the bottom. Yes. Okay, and then this one for the rest. Okay, and then I need the right. Okay, so that one's wrong. Oh yeah, this one's wrong. No, that one's right. This one's the one that's wrong. There we go.
Not so fast. The feast is just starting. And you will make a nice main dish.
Okay, so you get an ambush here, and yeah, this is what I thought. I didn't think you could pre-position here. Okay, there's a lot more of them that are out and about out here. So it's not just what you see here in this location. So I'm going to drop a save here. Kithlea rolled well, which is good.
Solasta Encho. Hooray! Solasta Evo.
Ha! That
And
must
now
have
we're going to
hurt.
move her up. Okay, so Rudi... I want to get him into a spot here. Since Kithlea's next. We're going to throw everything we have at her, at the Brood of Blood. And I think I want to take the attack of opportunity here and move Rudi back 2 spots. Okay, so let's take, because what I'm wondering is the AoE on Fireball. Yes, that will miss all of us. So I need to move Kithlea backward here. I think this Brood of Flesh is going to have to dash. We're going to cast a Fireball here. So now we can start moving back into this area again. I'll move Kithlea back. We're gonna move here. We'll do a slashing flourish.
I trained hard for this.
Okay, and then we'll take M here. And throw a darkness.
You'll die like the rest.
Alright, so I think that's a pretty good first turn. Okay, so let's not on that one. Drop it there. But we are going to get both of them.
Solasta, Evo.
You
Okay.
never stood a chance.
Now, Rudi, let's go to work. Okay, we can move Kithlea back. I think she's still in darkness here. She is.
Well struck. No quarter given.
Oh, and he missed. Okay, so we'll take the attack of opportunity.
You're still in the fight, my friend.
Says they're immune to blinded by darkness, but they are not, because they're having disadvantage on their attack rolls.
done.
Okay, perfect. So I think we're gonna ready up a melee attack here. Got one more fireball, and they're just way too grouped up not to throw this.
Arcana Evo Aldis.
That was a mistake. I targeted the wrong one. Yep, should have thrown 2 shots at him to kill him.
I'll get
Oh,
you yet.
darkness is so powerful. Okay, so he passed his Constitution save. Okay, I should be able to get him and good damage on him. Or I can just miss them both.
Viribe. Perhaps.
Take the attack of opportunity.
Well done.
Get a slashing flourish and see if we can get the other one. Oh, he's got what, 1 hit point left or something? We'll take the attack of opportunity.
Again.
Jeez, come on. Oh, wow. It's like 3, 4, 4, 5 between those 2 sets of ranged attacks. Okay, she passed her Constitution save. Oh no, he's going after
A
Kithlea.
modest success.
Okay, good. Missed 1. As long as he missed 1, we're fine. Okay, so we're going to drop down here.
Solasta Evo Feribe.
Okay, Rudi needs to get a kill here.
Viribe! A palpable hit.
Okay, perfect. And when you absolutely need to have something hit and make a kill, magic missile is what you use. Okay. Okay, so we failed on the Brood of Blood, failed on the Brood of Dread. He's rolling horribly. He rolled a 1, then he rolled a 5, and then a 3. Jeez. Okay. So, we can open... Actually, no, we don't want to do that. We want to make our way back over here. We're going to take another long rest. Okay, so now we're ready to head inside. So let's take it to nighttime. I should have opened that puzzle up beforehand.
Look, it works.
Okay, so something
Did you see that?
came in here with us.
A defiler. It vanished.
Okay, so we know we're going to have to be dealing with a defiler here.
Principles of Architecture by Carhelus Greyhand. He designed the Teen Soleus, the Imperial Palace of Ceothinus.
Okay, so... Whoops. Loot all. And for this, let me grab my notes. Okay, so I think that was the only one. I was looking for checks that I needed to make.
This is Iridir Fairmind, the Justicar, as he presents the first codex of Imperial law to the court.
And now we're going to move inside the tower itself. Okay. And this actually reminds me a whole lot of Ramesses Tower in Baldur's Gate 3. If you remember the teleporters to move you around the heights, and the drop-off platforms or open areas on either side. So it's kind of a cool remembrance of that.
Are they ghosts?
Okay, and we're going to be getting waypoints that are going to pop up. The major gate is here, on this side, and if we it doesn't matter which side we look at first.
What other wonders does this place contain?
Okay, so we've got a bunch of rooms all the way up and down this place. So let's go look at the other side first. Okay, so this room is locked off. So let's look at this door here. And we have a place where we can take a long rest. Okay, there's also a book or a chest here. A primed crossbow. Nice. And then we've got a mess hall here. With some field rations. Potion of fly, I'm pretty sure. Go identify those.
Arcana Vivo Oculus.
Yep. And one more. This might be haste or speed. Yep, speed. Which is going to be very useful for us here in a little bit. Okay, so the first room here has a major gate in it. Now we can't use the major gate yet because we don't know the keyword.
The history of the 11 Wars by the first Lawmaster of the Arcanium.
Or the Elven Wars, I think is what it's meant to be. Okay, a classroom here.
This harp. Look at this wood. The patina. It hasn't aged a day. Seems out of time.
And a 48 stringer. A bard would appreciate that harp. Okay, now this room here is a laboratory. We're gonna read here that entry strictly forbidden. Okay, and this is the salon. Don't think there's anything in here. Okay. Okay, and here's the library. Now, in the library, we want to do a few things. So the first is let's loot all of this. Okay, we're going to have a lot of crafting recipes. So these are all the long night arrows. The crushing mace. And the scimitar of acuteness. We'll just take Sharon up here. Revivify and raise dead. Some more crafting recipes. Plate armor of sturdiness, which we're probably going to end up using. Chainmail of robustness, we are not. The scale mail of robustness, possibly. Okay, and some more crafting recipes. So the Empress Garb Chain Shirt we're going to be getting. This is a weird item. It's listed as a chain shirt here in the description, but it's actually clothing, which is strange, which means my monk can wear it. So scale mail of frost walking, I don't think we're going to use, but maybe we will. The leather armor of flame dancing we won't. Okay, and now I'm gonna put Sharon down here. I'm gonna put Rudi down here. And put my bard down here as well. Okay. The reason for that is if you hold left alt, you can see that there's something else in this room. There's a book here.
Sorry for the income. Did you hear that?
And that is going to open up this door. Okay, now entry is strictly forbidden here.
There's a trap.
Okay, so I'm going to ready a cantrip. Rudi is going to ready a melee. Kithlea is going to just get up out of the way. Actually, no, she'll get behind here. She'll dash, actually. Okay, now I'm going to use my Step of the Wind focused to get disengage and dash, so I don't take any attacks of opportunity here.
More coming your way.
we're gonna move Rudi up top, and this is because they tend to like to come up top.
Arcana Evo Malvis.
Like I told you, they tend to want to come up top.
Solasta Encho Minure. Solasta Evo Malvis.
Too slow.
I think I am going to move up here. I'm going to pass on that attack. I'm going to move Kithlea back.
Well done.
See if we can get rid of the second one on this turn here. Nope.
Oh, bad luck.
Would have been able to if you wouldn't have missed.
Arcana Evo Malvis. Lucky? Perhaps.
One. You hit for one. All you needed to do was hit for 2 out of a 1d10, and you hit for 1.
Viribe. Not bad, eh?
Probably gonna head up. Yep.
You lose.
Okay. Don't think she can see anybody from here. She can't, so she'll just pass.
Ooh.
Let's do some looting here. and 2 arrows plus 1. And now I can go back into the laboratory here, and you can see we have a level up waiting for us, which is perfect. Do a quick save.
By all the gods, Manukal and orchids. Clearly they are correctly named.
Okay, and then we'll try and disarm the trap.
Done and done.
And loot the chest, and we're going to get purple amber. Now, we're going to see... the Warden Blade. Needs a Diamond of a Lie and a Prime Longsword. We're actually going to be using the Warden Blade for a while. Okay, and then we have this door here. Okay, now the door's locked here, but holding left alt, you can see that there's a trigger here to open the gate. Okay, so before we do that, we're going to go take a long rest. We want to level up before we go into this. Okay, so for my bard, I need to pull up my level up notes here. Okay, so for my bard, I need my last warlock level up to gain me another feat. Okay, my second feat here okay, so we took, I'm assuming that we took alert last time. Let me check. Yeah, we took alert on our bard at level 4. So here we're going to take defensive duelist. When you're wielding a melee weapon with which you are proficient and another creature hits you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction to add your proficiency bonus to your armor class for that attack, potentially causing the attack to miss you. And this does not require a reset. So you can use it every turn or every time that you have a reaction to be able to do it. It's like basically throwing up shield or something like that. From a melee perspective. And since my bard is going to be up front a lot, I'm going to go with defensive duelist here. Okay, I'm not going to unlearn any invocations. So yeah, I took alert last time. So for my cantrips, it doesn't really matter what we're dealing with here, but I'd like to get some melee-based cantrips. I'm going to be spending a lot of time up front. So things like Booming Blade and Green Flame Blade and Sunlit Blade are going to be really nice. And Sunlit Blade right now is going to give me advantage on attacks. It doesn't do... I don't think it does radiant damage. To start. Could be wrong. But I think I want to go with it for now. Yeah, thunder damage. So I'm going to go with Sunlit Blade first for my cantrip. I'm not going to unlearn anything. Yeah, see, there's increase your armor class by 5 just before you would take a hit, is what shield does. My proficiency bonus right now is +4, so I'm getting +4 out of that with the feat that I took and not having to spend it on shield. Thinking about what I want to take here. Because normally I would take shield with this, but since I have that second feat, I'm not going to take it. Okay, I'm going to take Branding Spite for now. I'm probably going to change that though. I want radiant damage for this fight that I'm gonna have. Okay, so for my Paladin, I'm going to take Paladin level up here. This is going to get me my next feat. And that Paladin feat is going to be, again, Defensive Duelist. Okay, so my two frontline fighters are getting Alert and Defensive Duelist. So my Monk leveling up to level 8 again. Okay, so for my second feat, I took Alert the first time. And I need to find out where it is. There's a lot of feats in here, and at least they're in alphabetical order. But these feats are constantly changing too. And that's because a lot of these feats come from the Unfinished Business mod, and they update that mod like once every couple of days. Know what that is. Okay, so it's not in here anymore. So I think I'm going to go with Unarmored Expert. So right now, my armor class is 15. Okay. So, Unarmored Expert is going to increase one of your mental attributes by 1. While you're not wearing any armor, your armor class is equal to 10 plus your dexterity modifier, which is 5, so I'm already at 15, plus the selected mental attribute modifier. So if I choose wisdom, I can up my wisdom by 1 to 19. It's going to keep it still at plus 4, so now I'm going to have 10 plus 5 is 15, plus 4 is 19, which is a big increase in armor class for him. So I'm going to take Wise Defense. And you'll see that once I level up. And for my Sorcerer, we're going to take Sorcerer level 4 to get the second feat. And for here, I'm going to take Spell Sniper. So Spell Sniper, I can pick a cantrip that requires an attack roll. It doesn't matter. I can pick that cantrip from any spell school. When you cast a spell that requires you to make an attack roll, which Eldritch Blast is, the spell's range is doubled. So now my Eldritch Blast can reach all the way across the map. And also your ranged spell attacks ignore half cover and 3/4 cover. So I'm not going to give them any armor class bonuses if they're in half cover or 3/4 cover. Okay, so now as far as what this picks, this only is going to bring up the next thing here, for which school you want to pick that feat from. Or, I mean, you want to pick that cantrip from. It doesn't matter which one you use here. For that, I'm going to go with Wizard. And now I see I have Sniper cantrips up here. And that's going to, like I said, let me pick from the Wizard School for my next cantrip. So, for her, I'm going to pick Light, I think. I know what I should take. I should take Shocking Grasp. Just not sure if I want to. I'll take it. So here are the wizard cantrips here. So Word of Radiance is really nice. That does 1d6 radiant damage, which again is what I'm going to be focusing on here for this next set. Okay, I don't want to unlearn anything. And for my class spells, I'm going to take Snilox here. So Snilox is an AoE spell that does 3d8 cold damage on a failed save. When you cast this spell, when you increase it, or when you upcast it, it just does more damage. It also is going to create a slip surface for them if they move around in it. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of Heroism. And go with bless. Alright, so now let's head back. We're gonna get into a fight. I think I might have missed one. Yes, I did. It's right here. Okay, so some crafting ingredients. I think that's it. Yes, it is. Okay, now we're going to...
A spectacular place, isn't it?
Going to drop a save here.
Everybody freeze!
Are you kidding me?
Master, here I am, at last.
Diana, come to me.
We're gonna die here.
What's going on here?
I have tried for years to open that door, and here you are, an answer to my prayers. It would almost lead me to believe in the benevolence of the gods, albeit my very existence proves otherwise.
Okay, so we rolled pretty well here. So Razan, again, is a defiler. And we met one of these when we dealt with Aksha previously. And defilers want to drain your health. Okay? So right now they're all light sensitive. Okay? But we're going to be fighting in darkness again. So what we want to do here is, again, try and minimize how much healing Razan can do to himself. Now, we're probably not going to be able to kill Razan. And there's a reason for that. Even if we did, I don't think you get any XP for killing him. So we're going to focus on the 3 broods that are in here. Okay, and for that, okay, pass the con save. Try it again. Okay, now he's got legendary actions. Okay, so we saved against slow. Everybody did. It's only a DC 10. Okay, and we have pluses anywhere from +2 to +5 for everybody. So I'm not going to worry too much about the slow that he's going to use as his legendary action, but he does have legendary actions. I'm going to move Sharon up.
Solasta, Encho, Minure. Solasta, Evo, Ramis. Touche.
Okay, so was hoping I'd be able to get a kill there, but okay, so let's take Rudi, move him here. We'll get Divine Favor.
Evo Viribe.
Good.
Okay, and then my Bard. Thinking how I want to play this part.
Arcana Entro Minure. Arcana Necro Alvis.
Well struck.
Okay, so he's chilled. He can't heal anymore, but again, we're not going after him to try and kill him. Okay, and there's Defensive Duelist. So see how it worked like that? It was a perfect... And Razan is also not immune to darkness. Okay, he tried to attack me with the bite. He missed. He regenerates hit points, but he couldn't receive any healing. So when I have this fight later, because I'm going to fight him again, keep this in mind how it's working. And I don't want Stunning Strike on this. Okay. So that one's dead. We'll try and Stunning Strike the Brute of Flesh. And he passed his con save. So now we'll move back. Aaron's gonna retarget. Fail the con save. So there's a bunch of damage. Alright, Rudi, let's see if we can finish this one off. Wow. There it is, everybody. Attacks the Brute of Flesh, rolls with advantage, and rolled a 1, which means I rolled double nat ones. Great. Okay, and I might as well throw a branding smite here.
I trained hard for this.
That's why I got it. Is because of that 13 radiant damage. Okay, so now I'm going to work on the Brood of Dread here. And this might not be in darkness. Yeah. We drop Stunning Strike. One miss. There's the crit. And passed it again, so I'm going to take the attack of opportunity here. There's a bite attack that missed.
Solasta Evo Mountains.
Another bite attack that missed. Don't think I need to smite.
A palpable
I
hit.
don't. I'll defend. Now I don't think I can do a whole lot here.
Arcana Necro Almis.
Next time,
And
I swear.
missed. Okay, so I'll defend again. I love defensive duelist. Okay, so we teleported out. So I'm going to move M here. I'll just ready up an attack, but I'm not going to get one. Sharon's going to come down. And cast Guided Survival on M.
Solasta Devo Veribe.
Rudi is going to ready up a melee attack, but again, not going to be able to use it. Cast Darkness again. Feel free to do that all you want, buddy.
You have my thanks, whoever you are.
You're welcome, I guess. But your thanks for what exactly?
For reuniting me with Kitaela, for dealing with this foulness when I was incapacitated. This evil was new to me, not something Manacalon ever knew.
Incapacitated?
Yes. The merging process takes time. Time during which I was almost helpless.
Reunited with her?
Yes. Kitaela was, or even is, a part of me.
Did you kill her?
Careful now.
No. It is also me speaking, my friend. And your care is much appreciated.
Cathaela was your clone? I don't understand what happened here.
Kitaela was a last-ditch contingency. One I didn't truly think I would ever need. A vessel for my knowledge and memories.
But how did she awaken 1,000 years after the cataclysm?
The revival process was tied to an ambient level of mana.
Very high-level magic, then.
One of the secrets of the Arcaneum, yes.
You never met such a creature before?
No. Manacalon, for all its faults, revered life. This was a negation of life, an abomination.
Manacalon? Are you one of the...
Adrastea, the prudent shield, master of abjuration, in your debt and at your service.
You were at the Battle of the Rift?
Yes. And there I must apologize for Kitaela's misconceptions.
Misconceptions?
Yes. She was created with an elven personality and carried certain prejudices.
Oh, that.
The Empire wasn't kind to other races.
The humans surprised you, it seems.
Yes. Such bravery, such defiance. They all came together to save Solasta. The Golden Cavalry charging and breaking the lines of the Sor Akath. The Iron Legions and the shield wall of the dwarves. Holding the enemy at bay, flank to flank. Our shock arcanists and the human paladins together, giving their lives to give us a chance to close the rift. And as another wave came through, one last throw of the dice. One last surprise for the Sor Akath.
What was it?
Cassanax had us walking Solasta in elven form for so long. But at this moment, we resumed our true forms to secure the rift for a few crucial moments, buying time with our lives in a furnace of magic and steel, so Cassanax could finish his ritual.
With the gems?
Take it, old friend, once again.
Old friend?
I feel your spirit in the crown, Cassanax.
The Magister is still in the crown?
Enough talk of the past. Please accept these few tokens of my gratitude. I must rest now. I foresee one last flight when the need is greatest, and for that, I will need all my strength. Use my gate freely. I believe you know how. We shall meet again before the end. But before you take your leave, if you would be so kind, this creature you forced to flee still plagues my grounds with his minions. Would you deal with them and free their prisoners, as a courtesy?
We owe you that much. Thank you, Master Adrastea.
Okay, and that will kick you out of the room. Okay. So if there was anything that you dropped on the ground, though, inside, it will be brought out here with you, so that you don't lose it. But yeah, you are not able to now go back inside that room. So you can look and see what we got here. Okay. So we got this. Sharon picked up a sigil ring of abjuration and Andrastea's plea. So let's go look here. Here's the sigil ring of abjuration. So it's +1 to all saving throws and +1 to armor class. You can cast Dispel Magic once every day. Okay, this would be my third ring, or my third attunement. But that would get my armor class up to 21. The same as what we have on Rudi. Andrastea's plea. Basically, you can learn a little bit more about Razan in here. So you may be able to draw him out of hiding, though only at night if you open a tomb inside one of the old buildings. It would appear the creature might have a soul after all, but the crime cannot remain unpunished. I hereby grant you license to put an end to him. And that is absolutely what we are going to go do. I'm just looking at a couple of things. Those are flash bolts, which do radiant damage. Okay, so let's put this ring on. We're going to go back across. Take a long rest. Because remember, we have a major gate to travel back with. I want to get fully rested up. And we're going to head back outside. Okay, so I believe it's this one here, okay, that we need to interact with.
Something's off.
Okay, and we also want to
Blessed are the light bringers.
light up these two torches. Okay. Because you can only have this fight at night. You cannot have it during the day. It'd be way too easy if you could have it during the day. But Androstrea told you that you can only draw him out at night. Okay, now I'm going to drop a save here. You don't have to yet, I don't believe. If you interact with this, it should turn at night. Okay. So Razan is back. Okay. And we rolled pretty well, all in all. So Estala is another defiler. Right? So what we want to do, though, is, again, get us in darkness, but then also now focus on her and the broods and leave Razan until the end. Okay? So right now these guys are in light, so they're going to take some damage at the start of their next turn. You can see they're in bright light, and that's why we lit it up. But I'm going to use darkness to protect myself. And I'm going to move around back behind here. And where is she at? There she is. Cast Malediction on her. I'm gonna ready up a melee attack. That's perfectly fine. Cast Darkness on yourself all you want. Doesn't matter to me. Because I'm going to cast Darkness on myself. Should be slow, I bet. Oh, he's casting... Yeah, slow. So let's move her up. And we're going to get Malediction on Estala.
Solasta, Necro, Malmis.
She rolled double threes. Wow. We'll take that. We will definitely take that.
Are you okay?
Okay, so she passed her saving throw. Okay, so I think here I'm still in darkness. Yes. So we're gonna cast Malediction.
Arcana Enjo Minu
Do a slashing flourish.
That's battle.
And then we're going to move back around the back here.
A palpable hit.
Okay, Razan, what do you got? Okay, so M's gonna deflect that. I won't return any of that. Okay, and like I say, I'm gonna ignore him for most of this.
Viribe! A modest success.
Okay, so that's this Brood of Blood here, yes. Okay, so M. We are not going to Stunning Strike the Brood of Blood. The Brood of Blood just gets one attack per turn. Come on, get me a kill. Nice job, M. Okay, so now Sharon. No, we'll ignore it. Just get the chill. Okay.
Too slow.
And I'll definitely take that.
Lucky? Perhaps.
Okay, now the Brood of Flesh has moved in. Now the Brood of Flesh I definitely want to try and Stunning Strike. He has 2 attacks per turn. Okay, so for me, I'm gonna move up here. I try get an attack on Astala. Do a slashing flourish. I'm gonna smite.
Viribe.
Now Razan. One miss. Okay, so I failed my saving throw, so I'm drained. Okay. So my maximum hit points have been reduced. Really don't want to waste that on Astala. Let's try and hit the Brood of Flesh here. Let's do Divine Favor.
Araike, Evo, Viribe.
Oh, great. A 2 and a 4. Okay, so we are not stunning striking. We're going to flurry of blows, and we're going to try and take out a Stala.
Bravo!
Perfect.
Victory
Now
is
we'll try and
yours.
stunning strike the Brute of Flesh. Actually, the Brute of Dread has more hit points. No, the Brute of Flesh does. He's got 93. Fail it. Perfect.
Well done.
Fail it. Alright. Alright, Sharon. That'd be a weird angle. Okay, you can't see him from there.
Solasta Evo Mavis. You like it?
Okay. Brute of Flesh is stunned. Come at me, bro. And as long as the two of you are going to stand right next to each other, I'm going to slashing flourish you all day long. I'm going to pass on that because I did crit him.
Just where it hurts most.
Perfect. Razan might cast slow again. Nope, he's coming in for an attack. Oh, okay. Now that he's stunned still, right? Yeah. Let's drop some damage on Razan instead. You made the mistake of coming within reach of me. Took off 42 of his hit points. Legendary action. He's probably going to try and bite somebody. He missed. Okay, I can try a stunning strike. I doubt I'm going to get it to work.
Well struck.
Oh, he failed it. Oh, he used his legendary resistance. Okay, so he did get a hit there before I get the chilled on him.
Solasta Necro Malmis.
Oh, and he rolled a... He rolled a nat 20. Okay, yeah, that's what you get. Double nat 1s to make up for that nat 20. Okay, let's keep working him. He's out of legendary actions.
Ah!
Perfect. Okay, we'll go after the Brute of Flesh, but again, I'm not gonna smite. I'm gonna save my smites for him. Oh, why did I do that? I forgot to change my target. That's fine. Put me in darkness again. I should have turned off Stunning Strike. I don't need it at this point.
Damn!
Let's get rid of the Brute of Flesh.
I thought you
Or
could
not.
fight. Ooh. Ha.
I trained hard for this.
Okay, so let's get these two over here closer to Razan. Can I target him? I can't. He's dashing to get to me, which again is a mistake. This is gonna hurt.
Not bad, eh?
Legendary action. He'll try and get some health back. Oh, he's casting slow. And I only had one failure.
Another miss?
On. I mean, that's, if I moved it, yeah, see, my monk right now does not have advantage on the attack. He can't see inside of Razan's darkness. Because yes, it doesn't overwrite it. You can see that they're both still there, but it gives me disadvantage, whereas mine gives me advantage, so it cancels them both out. So the question would be, if I move my monk darkness on my turn, if that overwrites his darkness and then allows me to see in it again. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not going to kill Razan here. I'm going to let him take a legendary action. Hope he misses. Okay. I'm going to move Sharon down. Okay. Yeah, I do need to move her down one. And you know, yeah, I can actually quicken this. Cast Guided Survival here. And now I can cast this on Razan and hopefully get a kill.
Another victory.
Let's get rid of my darkness here. So I failed the Brood of Flip. Jeez, I just failed. But I passed on the Brood of Dread. Yeah, just failed on everything. So still, after encountering the Defiler 3 times, I still don't know anything about him. It's so stupid. Okay, so looting the ground here, we've got some stuff that we're going to want to identify, but there's also some stuff that is just valuable that we can sell. So we can read the farewell letter, and this is from Astala. This is her loot. Basically, she rejected the gods, and she became a defiler. She wanted to do it. So now let's identify the beautiful cloak. This is a cloak of Arachnida. So what this does is you're resistant to poison, you can move along walls, and you cannot be restrained by webs. It has 1 charge per day of Pass Without Trace, and it will recharge at the end of that time. Okay, so if I put it on my monk, I'd have to give up something, and the Sash of Transmutation is what I'm going to give up. Okay, and we'll take a short rest here. I can't remember how you unattune item. I may have to put it back on M and remove the attunement. Okay, I don't have to. I can do it all from here. Okay, yeah, I think I do. Because he's got it, but he can't attune to it, so... Oh, that's because it's a monk only. That's right. That I forgot about. But I don't want to give up... Well, I guess it doesn't matter on the Gauntlets of Ogre Power. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter on those. That's only for carry weight for him. The +5 he's getting is from his dex. The Gauntlets of Ogre Power give you a 19, which is a +4. So this is really just a carry weight thing. And he's got the handy haversack. Okay. Alright, so let's head back to the platform. We'll head back inside. Oh, wait. Wait. I can't remember. I think there's... You interact with it once, it starts the fight. You interact it again to loot what's inside of it. And did you see him walk down the wall? Yes. That's what I thought. Okay. Razan, now you find out that this is why Astala defied the gods, and that Razan was her father. Of course, she doesn't have your blood, but she has mine. So she was half vampire. Okay. And Razan killed his wife. So yeah, it's a fairly brutal story there that he's involved in. Okay, we're gonna head back in. Not that way. Actually, yeah, not that way. This way. To the major gate. Okay, so we're going to head back to Caer Kiplin. And we have just a couple of minutes left. Okay, and if we look at our quest journal, we need to go directly to the council. Now, there's some other stuff that we can do. Okay. We can talk to some of these people with the side quests that we have fulfilled, but we will do that next week. Let's go to the Sunblaze Court. There's a reason I want to do this. Notice that I haven't healed myself up. The drained condition is now gone away. When you go through a major gate, it goes away.
Honorable members of the Council, please be seated. The Legacy Council is now in session. Lord Keenmind has the floor.
Honorable members of the Council, we at the Arcaneum have gathered crucial information about this crown. This is indeed the crown of the Magister, belonging to Casenax, eternal soul of the 8 traditions, 9th and last Magister of the Manicellan Arcaneum. At the time, there were 8 Masters of Magic, one for each of the old schools. In time of need, each Master lent their gem to the Magister, the head of the Arcaneum. Placed in the crown, they granted additional powers that enabled the Magister to cast spells or perform rituals of incredible power, such as the closing of the rift from Tirmar. Indeed, now, there is some debate about whether the crown, with all its gems, could possibly open another rift, or even reopen the previous one.
Nonsense. The rift has been closed for a millennium.
Solasta paid a high enough price for that.
Have you been to the Badlands recently?
Order! Marshal Sunblaze has the floor.
For our part, now that the existence of Sora Akath on Solasta has been confirmed, we have gathered proof that they are operating everywhere in the Eastern Kingdoms, including here, in the Principality of Masgarth.
Impossible!
The Sorax are looking for the crown and its gems. That cannot be a coincidence.
A powerful artifact, certainly. But reopening the rift? It took all the gods of Tirmar to open it.
No one knows for sure what the crown can do.
It's just a theory. As you know, it protects itself from our divination spells. That is one of its mysterious powers.
Then why would the Sorax think they know better?
Because they're Sorax. Their foul god, Sortar, knows. He is guiding them. We tried to leave him, and them, behind on Tirmar. It seems we failed.
Their people, their culture, they must have been obsessing about this for 1,000 years. While we spent that time fighting each other, they had to stick together and hide to survive.
Fables and conjectures!
Perhaps.
But can we take the risk?
The crown must be secured.
The crown belongs to those who found it. Those are the rules. The quest for the gems should be completed. Only this way can we learn more about the crown and its powers.
These deputies, well, they're not strong enough. No offense.
Tell that to the crown. And they've done well enough so far, wouldn't you say?
This is nonsense.
Maybe the deputies would like to speak. After all, they are members of the council now, aren't they?
Okay, now these 4 options give you a change in faction relationship. So the crown is ours, doesn't do anything. There's no positives or benefits. Give us weapons. Antiquarians and the Arcaneum are going to increase. We'll continue the quest. The Antiquarians and the Circle of Danatar are going to increase, but the Tower of Knowledge is going to decrease. And then you should trust us more. The Arcaneum is going to increase. So I'm going to go with give us weapons just to get Antiquarian faction bonus and Arcaneum. I don't really care about Arcaneum, but it is going to help buying some primed weapons and that sort of stuff. So for me, this is the best option.
You can give us the means to be stronger. Weapons, armor, maybe some spells?
Don't overestimate yourselves, deputies.
That's right. We can't risk the Sorax overpowering them and taking the crown.
Well, you're welcome to provide them with whatever weapons and armors you like, Marshal.
We're just trying to increase our chance of success.
Yeah, of course you are.
We might have a few spells that can increase your chance of survival.
If that is all, may we conclude?
I'd like to say a word, if that is appropriate.
Of course, Your Highness. We're listening.
I think our brave deputies shouldn't be, sleeping in a city inn. We have a very comfortable residence near the palace. They would be safer there, don't you think? That would be our part in supporting the quest.
Your Highness, I must remind you that your decisions as head of state are not subject to council approval.
Oh, right.
Might I suggest that you reiterate your offer outside these walls?
Of course. I beg the council's pardon.
Not at all, Your Highness.
Then I think that is all?
Thank you. The Legacy Council is now in recess.
A word, please, deputies.
Of course.
Her Royal Highness asked me to reiterate her offer to accommodate you at the palace residence.
I'm not sure what that is.
A house for plenipotentiaries, emissaries, and other guests of the court.
Sounds nice.
You don't say.
Where is this residence?
In the palace. Ask for Ravensworth, a royal butler. He'll show you.
Stay in the light, senior deputies.
You too, Captain.
Okay, and that's going to complete the Path of Glory quest. Now, this is the reason that I wanted to do this really quick, and we're gonna go a little long and spend a couple of minutes here. We're gonna go over and we're gonna talk to Bradford Ravensworth.
Your rooms are ready.
Because very similar to Baldur's Gate 3, we now have our own home here inside of the palace. Okay, so moving forward here isn't going to let us go any farther down, but there's a door here. It's actually pretty easy to miss this door here. If you hold left alt, we got a couple of things. Okay, so we've got some, and these are all randomly rolled when you open this. And we got some ration pouches. So we'll use a ritual spell. Hide armor +1. So we recognize that. We recognize the other one since it's the exact same. So this is medium armor. Set your armor class to 13. We're way above that, so it's useless. We'll be able to sell it though. Bracers of Stunning Strike, we already have one of those. So we bought one. Now we have an extra. The amulet. We got an amulet of health. Now this is actually pretty good. So your constitution score is 19 while you wear this amulet. Okay, if you have no effect on your constitution score if it's already 19 or higher. So we've got 19 isn't going to give him any additional bonus. Okay. However, it is going to give an additional bonus to Sharon. Constitution would give an additional bonus to Am if we want. It would also give it to here, but we're kind of full up on stuff that we're attuning to on those two, so we're going to give it to Sharon. We'll have her attuned to that. And then last, we have a weapon for Rudi. Or for M, I'm sorry. And that's a quarterstaff +2. Now, quarterstaff is a monk weapon. You can see it down there at the bottom. Okay, so he's proficient with it. So his main hand attack right now, if you look at it with bare hands, he's getting +8 to hit, and he's getting 1d8 +5 damage. Now he's +10 to hit, 1d8 plus 7 damage. Okay, so the quarterstaff, being a monk weapon, adds directly in to his bonuses, his monk bonuses. Now, he still has his bare hands for his offhand attacks, plus 8 to hit, and 1d8 plus 5 for his bare hands for his bonus actions. Okay, but for now, that's a big increase, another 10% chance to hit, and another 10% increase on damage, or 15% increase on damage for him. And it's still bludgeoning as well, which goes along with his bare hand attack as well. So I think that gets us a great point to stop. Now, what am I going to do off stream? I've got an inventory full of stuff. So off stream, I'm going to clear out most of that inventory. I'm probably going to take a long rest just to get it over with, get the attunement done, and get my health back up to full. But other than that, I'm not going to do anything else. I'm not going to complete any of our side quests. We have Ancient Knowledge to turn in. We have Apostasy to turn in. Arwen Merton's Story to turn in. And Origins of the Crown to turn in. Bitterroot's Treasure Map, we have a new location on the map, which we will be going to explore next week. And then Path to Glory is, once we leave here, this is going to complete, and it will continue on and open up the next gem quest after that. And we'll go to the board and we'll pick up 3, I believe, new side quests that we will venture out and do as well. So there's going to be a lot to do next week, and I hope you all come along to see it. So, as always, thank you all for being here today. My subscribers, my channel members, thank you very, very much for being here. I really appreciate all the interactions I always have with you. And as I always say, without your support, none of this would be possible. This is Commander Jerval saying until next time, fare thee well.